今天要去玩了。OK。喏。Morning สวัสดีครับหลายๆคนขอกันมานะครับว่าอยากจะให้ตามติดชีวิตของโจเซฟสักวันหนึ่งก็วันนี้เป็นเลิกงามยามดีวันเกิดลูกชายคนแรกของเขาอายุครบ1 ขวบนะครับก็จะมีการจัดงานวันเกิดที่ร้านทีเฮาส์แห่งหนึ่งSo Joseph, why have to be like Mario theme?
So when Nathaniel was a little baby, sometimes at night he would just cry and cry and cry. And the only way we get him calm down if we play the Mario theme song, the 10-hour loop on YouTube. And so anything else, you can't play any other kind of music, he wouldn't like it. It's getting more difficult now that he can move around. Look at him. He doesn't like laying down.
Hi, I'm Linda. I'm Joseph's wife. สวัสดีค่ะ
ต้องบอกก่อนว่าโจเซฟนี่เป็นอีก1 คนนะครับที่คอยติดตามชมคลิปผมตลอดนะฮะรู้ความเคลื่อนไหวความเปลี่ยนแปลงของผมตลอดแล้วก็เขาจะใช้ Google Translate ในการอ่านคอมเมนต์พอดีไม่มีเครื่องเป่าลืมเอาเครื่องเป่ามาก็เลยต้องนั่งเป่าเองนะฮะน่ารักดีข้างหลังผมนี่เป็นทีมเตรียมอาหารให้กับแขกที่จะมาร่วมงานวันเกิดนะครับเป่าจนได้อ่ะ
You're so big now.
Your gift haven't came in yet.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, little one.
I like it. I like it like this.
Okay, gotcha.
Persistence is the key. No. You have your own.
ถึงเวลาจะต้องเป่าเทียนละตัดเค้ก
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nathaniel. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, look. Someone's singing for you, buddy. Yeah? Is that fun? Is this fun? Is this fun, ruining this cake?
Oh, you went to the same thing. Okay.
อันนี้เป็นสเปรย์ฆ่าเชื้อของพร้อมนะครับแบบพกพานะฮะแบบขวดก็มีนะครับหาซื้อได้ที่เซเว่นบิ๊กซีแมคโครโลตัสมีหมดเลยครับหรือจะสั่งออนไลน์ก็ได้นะฮะ
LS in the RX-7. That's why it sounds so weird, huh?
Right.
See ya. Gonna take the girls down for a nap.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming.
bye, baby.
Good, that's good.
So how do you guys know each other?
Oh
Me
yeah.
and him.
Yeah.
We met online.
Huh?
We met online.
Really?
Yeah. On
Here
a dating
in-
app in Houston.
Yeah.
In Houston?
Yeah.
Sponsor us. Coffee meets bagel. But
Yeah.
but yeah, we met in Houston. I moved down, and then a friend recommended Coffee Mates Bagel, and I was like, okay, might as well just like download the app and maybe make some friends. And then he's like the kind of like the first person that I actually talked to. Everybody else is just like kind of weird, so I just didn't really talk to him. And then we kind of hit it off, and then we met each other, and then everything's history. Yeah.
So when we got married, she was like, "Oh, I got to get a Volkswagen," and she really liked the Golf. I was like, "Well, we can't have a Golf. We got to have the GTI at least." And she really likes the GTI now. And the funny thing about this car is that when we first, oh, okay, when we first got the car, she said it was too quiet. So the first thing she made me do was buy the exhaust. A little bit of exhaust noise, just a little bit.
Most of my friends know that you are Chinese person, but the question is, you born in here or in China?
That's a good question. I was actually born here. So I was born in College Station actually, not far from Houston. So my parents worked in a Chinese restaurant in College Station back then, near the university, near Texas A&M.
Uh-huh.
And I'm actually named after the medical center at Texas A&M. So St. Joseph's Medical Center. My name is Joseph. And then they always kind of assume that kids who are born here in America, Chinese kids anyway, don't really speak much Chinese. And I think I hold my own pretty well. 说几句中文，说还可以，有一点口音，但是大多数人还是听得懂的。So I work as an engineer at a oil and gas company. Or a company that works in oil and gas. We make equipment that's very crucial for that's used in the oil field. And so what I do is I design seals and electrical connectors. This is actually where I work most of the time. Monday to Fridays, I'm just clocked in. I use the headphones. I have my laptop here, my desktop, and I'll just be doing work. Most of the time, it's just sitting in meetings. Pretty challenging stuff, but it's really fun. It's as an engineer. My wife, you don't see it here, but my wife's her bachelor degree before she got the master's is actually in engineering as well. We were talking earlier about my parents worked in a Chinese restaurant in College Station, and when we were a little bit older, we actually moved into Houston. And my mom didn't work at the time, but my dad was the one working in Chinese restaurants. He was a waiter, just working off tips. So me and my little brother, we grew up in a room in an apartment that was like the size of my office here. My dad was from Taiwan and my mom was from China. They worked very, very hard, to give me and my little brother, good opportunities to go to school and learn. So we didn't have to worry about, working and things like that. We took out some student loans, no big deal. When we were growing up, we didn't have a lot of nice toys. We didn't go on vacations and things like that. My dad worked in a Chinese restaurant pretty much every night until, 10 o'clock in the morning, he would leave. And then 10 o'clock at night, he would come home. So after we were already in bed, I see the amount of money my dad would make, and it's, I always think, I say, how is that even close to enough? You see the NSX, you see the Supreme and the Nike shoes and things like that. Sometimes people have different ideas about, where I come from, but I come from pretty, very normal and, humble beginnings. Both of my parents were working class people. I was able to get a good job after working really hard in college. So definitely. So after I graduated, I got the job at the same company that I'm working for now. Working with Excel, Microsoft Excel, and computers. I didn't have any of that kind of experience, but my company really gave me the opportunity to grow and learn and meet other people who really kind of helped me grow. And Linda, she actually came to the United States to study her master's degree by herself too. So she moved to Indiana by herself. So I really respected that. She, had a good life in Shanghai and China. Her parents really, she's the only child, and I'm surprised that her parents even let her go. And we decided to get married, and that's when we bought this house here. And so it was just kind of us, the two of us living together. Things were really nice because she's making money, I'm making money. We don't have any kids. And I was able to really save up for the things I really wanted, which is the car. And so, because she knew every day I was looking at my phone for sale NSX across the United States. I was looking in California, New York, Philadelphia, Chicago, Georgia, Florida, everywhere. Dallas, Austin. Every day I would be looking at NSX. And I actually found this one in Houston. At the time, I was like, hey, I'm going to buy this NSX. I'm really motivated looking around. But then sometimes I look elsewhere too. I'd be looking at maybe like an S2000 or, R32 GTR. And my wife was just like, she would always be like, if you get that other car, you're just going to always be looking for an NSX and then sell that car. Why don't you just go get that car? Let's step in here. What everyone's been waiting for. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How do you feel that when you open the garage and then you see the NSX parked in your garage?
It's amazing, honestly. I've owned this car for 4 years now, and still, when it was stock, when it was modded, all the little bits and pieces, when I was working on it in jack stands, every time I walk in here, I still can't believe that I own an NSX.
So okay, Joseph, thanks a lot for today.
Of course. Thank you so much for coming. Happy to share my life with you and the fans. Thank you all to the fans of Jiro. Big FC out there, shout out. Make sure y'all drop a comment below. I'll be checking the comments. If you write it in simple Thai, I can try and reply in English. But yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe to Jiro's channel, and we'll be back for more.
So how do you feel when you see yourself in a video like this?
Sometimes I'm thinking like, man, I should have worn a different t-shirt maybe. It's always really fun to come out and show the videos to my friends and things like that, and they're always like, oh wow, that's so cool, how do you know these people? And so when I show my wife, she's always like, oh yeah, that's what you look like normally. It's funny for me to look back because that's what my wife sees all the time. But me, I only get to see it in your videos, Jiro. So thank you so much. What do you guys think? Does he look like me, or does he look like my wife? Make sure you drop a comment below. Let me know what you think.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Make yourself at home.
Oh.